I'd like to shout out the Lumi alarm clock. In these dark wintry times, the Lumi alarm clock provides simulated sunrise, which appeals to the deep reptilian parts of my brain that wishes to see natural light in the mornings, and yet, sadly, may not. Thank you, Lumi. Inanimate object, you are a friend, and I appreciate you. And with that, hi. Good to see you. Good morning. Yeah, let's go to the gym. Get swole, get massive, get absolutely jacked. Regular morning things. I'm not jacked at all, just so you know. These are really good. Knocked. Knocked? Not naked? Knocked. I don't know. It needs a second vowel, but it's okay. When you taste this good, you don't need to conform to regular English rules and such. Full style. Full style. Protection on top. What's wrong with me on bottom? I'm trialing this new thing at the moment where I put my phone outside of my room when I sleep. Can thoroughly recommend. It feels good not being totally cuckolded by your phone, by technology all the time. You get this 6 to 8 hour window of freedom from the cuckoldery of digital technology. David Lindhagen made me a cuckold.
David Lindhagen cuckolded me. He made a cuckold out of me.
And if you too are being cuckolded by your phone, being made to feel less of a man, woman, or however you choose to identify yourself, and instead feel less human, more phone cuck, well, maybe you could try it too. Sleep's much better. General existential crisis feelings are lower. Likelihood that you may wake up the next morning and not feel like the world is ending, moderately increased. Those are all good things. Thanks, Jim. Got my back. Pretty standard commute this morning. Standard Tuesday morning London commute in the life of an office worker. Inspiring stuff, going to the field of dreams of another desk day. I would like to also show love to the early morning commute. Go to work earlier, not necessarily because you want to, but because your day will be better for it. Less people, and so you will, you'll question your life choices less, and you'll enjoy it more. This is the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday office worker club. I feel like that's the standard office contingent nowadays in London. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, people like to make rude nicknames out of that, TWT. Such as twit. I can't think of any other vowels that would spell any other words, so let's just land on twit. But if you're a twit, then go to work earlier and you'll enjoy your day more. And now we're done for the day. Excellent day at the office of assassinating spreadsheets, maximizing shareholder value, creating solid and mutually beneficial business networking relationships. Dream day. The stuff we all wake up in the morning and dream of, ever since we were all children. All right, now onwards to the next part of the day. Actually, as I walk towards this next thing, we can walk through Clerkenwell, which is one of my favorite parts of London. It's one of the best things. Here we are in front of the very cool, very hip Sessions Art Club. We're not going to go in there because I am not cool and not hip. Maybe another time. Regardless, we can walk through Clerkenwell and explore some of the cool things together. Seems like a cool hotel. This is the famous Brewdog Brewery Company, pub chain, beer manufacturer, whatever you want to call it. It's beer for people who don't like beer. It's hated by those who do drink beer. Brewdog is the lost child of the beer verse. It really doesn't know where its place stands. I guess it's what happens when you try to break the mold and be something more than you are. Kudos for them for trying. Oh, a phone booth. I think the controversy is like the gold-plated promotional beer can that wasn't actually gold. Those are the kind of things which As far as marketing campaigns go, if you don't nail it, it's tough to come back from that. Can't be doing the whole Willy Wonka promotion and not coming through for people. People like to win things, they don't like to get screwed. This is the next generation in toilet technology that the world is crying out for. Don't we all yearn to have a superior toilet? One that has the latest technology, some kind of touchpad, I believe. That's how you know you've made it in life. When you have a touchpad to control your excreting experience. Double the excretion, double the experience. Clerkenwell's full of great design to things like that. It's a creative hub of London, so naturally there is a whole bunch of design, creative industries around here, and nothing gets more creative than toilet technology. So come on down to Clerkenwell. Buy yourself a toilet today. Lovely designer couches that I probably can't afford at any point in the foreseeable future, what with the rising cost of living, but you know, nice to look at anyway. A man can dream. I hope you enjoyed that express tour of Clerkenwell. I feel like we ticked off most of the major attractions, that is toilet shops, and that was really it, but that's a good flavor of the neighborhood. I'm sorry to underrepresent you, Clerkenwell. Great suburb. I'll show you more around there sometime, but for now we have to go to the next thing, the evening activity. You can't come, but I'll talk to you after. All right, and we're done. The thing was therapy, by the way. Sweet, delicious therapy. Therapy's the best. If you're not doing therapy right now, why not? It is expensive, but can you put a cost on your mental well-being? Yes, you can. It's the cost of the therapy session. That was a silly question. Ask a silly question, get a silly answer, Anthony. But man, I love therapy. I love it. It is helping me, as it has helped me for quite a while now. But I've restarted it again recently, and I'm really glad I did. It was the best decision I've made in a long time. This lady just farted as she walked past me. Maybe that sums up her thoughts on therapy. I'm sorry she feels that way. It's not for everyone. That's okay. But yeah, mate. Talk about your shit. Take the load off your fragile little brain. It's a good feeling. Well, now, that really concludes the end of this video. There was nothing really in here that made any sense today, and yet here we are. My plan is right now to walk home, have some dinner, sit down, edit this video, put it up there, go to sleep. This was a random day in the life of a dude living in London who works in an office. I hope it's been inspiring for you. I hope it's changed your life. I know it hasn't changed your life, but maybe it has. But it probably hasn't. But maybe it has. It definitely hasn't. Cool. Cheers.